Good evening, and welcome to another spooky episode of Codo Cinema, the podcast show where I talk about movies. I bid you welcome as your host, the man, the myth, the legend, the horror, Mark Codo, aka Codo Man. Well, we are coming close to the end of Codo Cinema Horror Month, as many people will probably realize that October is almost over and Halloween is right around the corner. Am I right? But anyway, wait a minute. How come this is a normal episode? Didn't I left you guys off hanging with a cliffhanger? You certainly did. Who said that? I did. Oh, Doctor Strange? Wait, what are you still doing here? Well, we left, like you said, we left the audience hanging after the last episode when you were talking about Nightmare on Elm Street, and now we are going to review our movie. Our movie? What movie are you talking about? Remember Multiverse? I said the multiverse. The freaking multiverse. Do you not understand? I thought wait. Well, wait, hold on. Time out for a second. Is he saying that correctly? That I'm gonna review a multiverse film? You're talking about Doctor Strange in the Multiverse of Madness. That was the ultimate tease for this episode. Really? And yes, and you are also wearing your own Doctor Strange costume. Besides, you're Codo Strange now. Wait, I'm Codo Strange. You're Codo Strange right now. So technically, you've been teasing me throughout multiple episodes. Don't you remember in your past episodes that you did on Codo Cinema? Like you even briefly mentioned me a few times in a few of your episodes. Yeah, that's right. Because I had Doctor Strange in the Multiverse of Madness as a possibility for a 100th episode, but due to finals, I had a backup plan for that. I mean, that is definitely true because you did have finals going on during finals week, and you graduated from college. That's definitely true. But wait a minute, hold on a second. Didn't something else also happen with the multiverse? Like, didn't something happen? Like, the multiverse in my dream was open or something? It sure was. 'Cause now your variants are here. Wait, all of my variants? No, not all your variants. I mean, some of your variants didn't even make the final cut. Yeah, that's definitely true. I mean, could be budget issues or just the writing, if you know what I'm saying. Yeah, kind of like what Doctor Strange in the Multiverse of Madness did. But anyway, you probably may remember Codo Kruger from your nightmare. Codo Kruger? Wait, what are you doing here? Yeah, somehow when the multiverse was broken, I got stepped into your own universe now, if you know what I'm saying. Well, it ain't my prime time now. I guess it's your prime time now, boy. Okay, but just don't slash me because you've already slashed me once. I mean, if you know what I'm saying. I mean, I still got the scar. Whoa, you want me to give you another one? No thanks. Here, let me hear that. There you go, Codo Strange. Oh, thanks. Yeah, wow, it feels actually pretty good. And then, wait, you said there was another variant of mine. Of course. Codo Corleone is here. Whoa. Somehow I had to make it. Somehow your offer did not go through in your nightmare, huh, Codo man? Codo Corleone? What are you doing here? I mean, hey,
like Codo Strange and this guy with the glove and knives and his finger kind of guy, Codo Kruger might have mentioned. By the way, Codo Kruger never bring a knife to a gunfight. Just a little tip. Okay, sure thing, Codo Corleone. All right. So I guess we're all here then, anyway. Because now with the multiverse already open and broken, so we need a plan to get to fix this.
That is definitely true. Because Codo Man right here, or Codo Strange, or Mark Codo, or remember whatever his name is going to review Doctor Strange in the Multiverse of Madness.
Oh, that one's a crazy film. I heard.
Oh yeah, I heard there were rumors that we're supposed to have a Mephisto and Nightmare in this film. Yeah, that's actually true. I did hear rumors about that. I mean, to give some background about this film, Doctor Strange in the Multiverse of Madness is obviously the sequel to 2016's Doctor Strange, but somehow the production of it got crazy, hence the title of the film, Multiverse of Madness. What is very interesting, that Scott Derrickson was originally going to direct the film, but somehow he was fired by Marvel due to creative differences. Even some reports went so far as to say that he was going to make a and he was going to make a and I quote no holds bar weird gnarly scary movie.
I mean, that probably would have been interesting. Am I right? Am I right, Codo Corleone? I mean, interesting as it sounds. I mean, hey, even the Godfather movies had a couple of scary moments, like the horse head in the bed. That was pretty scary, right?
Oh yeah, I definitely remember that part. That's true. Yeah, I remember that part. I mean, Colo, you were only in for one. You were only in for one episode when we were talking about the Godfather.
Yeah, but I remember that one. That was a pretty cool one.
All right, let's get back on track. So anyway, Sam Raimi, who is very well known for directing the Tobey Maguire Spider-Man films and of course the Evil Dead films, was brought on board to direct Doctor Strange in the Multiverse of Madness. Now, I'm just gonna go on a limb and say, whenever you have Sam Raimi on board, whether it's like if it's directing a superhero film or just a typical horror film or both, you know he's definitely gonna try to go in for the for the crazy horror elements in this film. You definitely know he's gonna go for it, right? Yep.
Oh hell yeah!
Oh yeah. And I'm not gonna lie, this film did that. Although there were definitely rumors that we're gonna have multiple characters come in. Plus, I mean, you got the TV shows Loki and WandaVision kind of like serve kind of connect leading up to Multiverse of Madness. Although it did lead up to Spider-Man No Way Home, but it also led to Multiverse of Madness as well. Speaking of Loki, Michael Waldron, who wrote Loki, also wrote the script for Doctor Strange in the Multiverse of Madness. Plus, we even get film composer Danny Elfman returning to Marvel after Avengers: Age of Ultron to write the score for Doctor Strange in the Multiverse of Madness. So anyway, with all the craziness that happened during production, besides COVID and creative differences, including reshoots and deciding what the story is going to be, was it any that good? To me, I think it was a mixed bag of it was good and it was not that good. But to me, I thought it was a crazy film. Don't you all agree?
I mean, can we at least talk about the film?
Yeah, I say let's talk about the film. Yeah, I agree with them too. All right, well, let me go into it. So anyway, jumping into the action right away, because after the Marvel logos, we actually jump into the action right away into what actually looks to be a multiverse dimension, and I will admit the visual style for the opening is actually pretty cool. I mean, we see America Chavez and a version of Doctor Strange, or should I say, Defender Strange, are being chased by a demon in the space between universes while searching for the Book of Ashanti. Although I could argue that the Book of Ashanti is just basically a knockoff book from the third Evil Dead film, or from the Evil Dead films, if you know what I'm saying, right? So anyway, somehow Strange is killed by this demon. I don't even know what this demon is. And America Chavez accidentally creates a portal that transports herself and Strange's corpse to Earth 616. By the way, at least Defender Strange was able to save America Chavez in his last dying breath. I mean, that was the first casualty that we see in the opening of the film, like right out of the gate. Doctor Strange, or Defender Strange, gets killed off in the first couple minutes of this film. Yeah, there's definitely more variants of me out there. Spoiler alert. Spoiler alert. Wait a minute, there's more variants of you? So you're saying there's more variants of you in this film? Yes, there's more variants of me. Defender Strange is one of them. Wow.
Yeah, wow.
Well, anyway, so it turns out that it was actually all a dream, because as the real Doctor Strange, played once again by Benedict Cumberbatch, he wakes up from that dream, and he's also going to a wedding that Christine Palmer is getting married. Yeah, I heard Christine Palmer got married, and by the way, we get to see my old colleague from the first film being played by Michael Stolberg, if you probably remember. Yeah, I do. Yeah, I do remember him. Wes, Doctor Wes, is that right? Yep. Yep. I mean, yep. And he was only in there for a short cameo. He's only in there for a short cameo during the wedding scene. I'm pretty sure there was another scene where it was cut at the last minute. I mean, from what I heard, the Earth 838 version would have worked for the Illuminati, spoiler alert, with the protagonist finding his head after he was killed by Maximoff off screen. So to also add to insult to injury, Mordor from 616 was also supposed to be killed off as well. Whoa, really? Yeah, really. Continue on. So anyway. By the way, like I said, like remember I said about Michael Waldron writing the film? He also cameos in this film as well. But to say the least, we got more action on the way as an octopus-like creature known as Gargantos, with the design based on Shuma-Gorath, attacks the city, but somehow Shuma-Gorath is chasing America Chavez. Now, for those of you who don't know, Shuma-Gorath is one of Doctor Strange's biggest enemies, but somehow the name was changed to Gargantos because of the name rights issues, which I don't really understand, because in the film it's literally Shuma-Gorath. You could definitely see the design. It's literally Shuma-Gorath. Like, I don't know how that excuse me, how that went down, but I guess it is what it is. But I will say this: the fight between Gargantos, or Shuma-Gorath, is actually pretty cool, because Doctor Strange was able to because of the fact that Doctor Strange and of course Wong were able to fight it off. I mean, Doctor Strange was knocked out for a few minutes by the giant octopus with one eye. I mean, am I right? Yeah, that thing. That Squidward guy's got one eye. I mean, but he's bigger than the other one that I faced off. Yeah, that other Squidward was your size.
Yep. I faced off bigger people than that.
I mean, normally I do that in my nightmares. So anyway, Doctor Strange and Wong killed Gargantus by stabbing it in the eye with a streetlight pole, and takes it out of the octopus, killing it. And that was the first that was the first brutal death. Actually, no, not the first brutal death. One of the few brutal deaths you're gonna see in this film. And I'm not gonna lie, that literally got me. Oh man, that got me good. It was crazy. Yeah, that was crazy. All right. Oh my goodness. Oh. Meh. All right. So anyway, Doctor Strange takes America Chavez and Wong to a pizza restaurant to discuss what's going on. They even threw Spider-Man into the mix a little bit. Somehow, America Chavez thought Doctor Strange didn't save her. Well, it was Defender Strange. Defender Strange saved America Chavez, but America Chavez denies that. So she shows Doctor Strange and Wong the dead body of Defender Strange, and basically something is up. So technically, Chavez explains that the beings are hunting her down because she has the power to travel through the multiverse, which is actually pretty cool. Yeah, she definitely has a lot of powers to travel through the multiverse, but somehow Doctor Strange tries to take her powers away. I mean, he's trying to save. I believe he's trying to save her life of some sort, like a sacrifice of some sort. Isn't that one of the main reasons why that was a possibility to do that? I mean, I don't know. The writing is all over the wall. Hence the title of the film. But anyway, Doctor Strange recognizes the witchcraft runes. Strange consults Wanda Maximoff for the help, but realizes that she is also responsible. Actually, not all. She is responsible for the attacks. And by the way, you probably noticed right out of the gate, Wanda is also dreaming too of her two sons. And this also begs the question, where was Vision? Where was Vision? I feel like Vision could have at least popped up in this film. Because in the WandaVision, we get to see Wanda and Vision throughout the entire series. And which also leads up to Multiverse of Madness. This does beg the question, where was Vision the whole time? Yeah, that's a good thing. Where was Vision the whole time? Yeah, where was Vision the whole time?
Yeah, where was Vision the whole time?
I do not know. I mean, I didn't even write this spell. But anyway, anyway, after acquiring the Darkhold and becoming the Scarlet Witch, Maximoff believes that controlling Chavez's powers will allow her to reunite with Billy and Tommy, the children she created during her time in Westview, which is basically WandaVision. But wait a minute. Those aren't her kids. That was made up. I mean, Doctor Strange tries to make Wanda understand it, but no, Wanda refuses, and now she's gonna bring in the Scarlet Witch. When Strange refuses to surrender Chavez, the Scarlet Witch attacks Carmitage, killing many sorcerers in a brutal fashion. And by the way, she was a one witch army, like hell. She was a one witch army, while Doctor Strange and the entire Carmitage temple had a hell of an army that he had on his side. Like they could take down Scarlet Witch easily, but knowing the fact that Scarlet Witch wiped out the entire temple easily really shows her creepy powers. And speaking of creepy, she even tells one of the guards to run. Yeah, that was actually a creepy moment too. I mean, knowing Sam Raimi, he knows how to do that type of stuff too. So anyway, even we get a few Evil Dead vibes to it, like especially when Scarlet Witch is taking out a couple of soldiers through the puddles, reflections. Like that is creepy too. She even goes inside the mirror dimension at one point and tries to find her way out, and she did through one of those gongs, and in a crazy Exorcist Evil Dead like moment. That was pretty creepy. We even almost get a fight between Doctor Strange and Scarlet Witch, which ended pretty quickly. Yeah, and then and then America Chavez opens a portal by accident, transports herself and Strange to Earth 838 through different multiverses. And I'm not gonna lie, seeing going through those different multiverses is actually pretty cool and quick. Like the film is called Multiverse of Madness, and we only get only two different universes. Like there's Earth 616 and Earth 838, but we also get moments. We only get a couple of moments where we see multiple universes, including the main one that we saw at the beginning. Like really, is that what we got? To be fair, I don't know what this film was talking about.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, what kind of offer did Kevin Feige did to do that?
I don't know. I think the final offer. I think the final offer was to get rid of Scott Derrickson and or something, or just have the studio do all the work while Sam Raimi was just brought on board. I mean, I kind of like the direction where Sam Raimi was going, but I feel like it's overshadowed by executive meddling at Disney. I mean, knowing Disney has really screwed up on a lot of their films.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, I can say the best. I don't know. I don't even know what Disney is.
Don't worry, Codo Kruger. I mean, you'll find out later.
All right. In my nightmares, I will.
All right. Okay. So Wanda Maximoff, or Scarlet Witch, uses the Darkhold to dreamwalk, taking control of her 838 counterpart, who lives a suburban life with her own sons, Billy and Tommy. Vision is not even there. A surviving sorceress sacrifices herself to destroy the Darkhold and break the Dreamwalk. By the way, we get a cringy ice cream song from the boys. I mean, look, it's cute that Billy and Tommy are singing it, but I did not like that song. That was not a good song. Oh God.
Oh God. Oh hell no.
All right, but also, America Chavez and Doctor Strange check out the 838 universe, and we even get to see a Bruce Campbell cameo. Yeah, I totally forgot. Whenever Sam Raimi is directing a film, you probably might guess right away that Bruce Campbell may show up. It may show up for a brief cameo, like Bruce Campbell plays Pizza Papa. Am I right? Pizza Papa. All right. Pizza Papa always gets paid. I mean, because American Chavez accidentally steal pizza balls from Pizza Papa. What are pizza balls anyway? I don't really get it. But anyway, I actually like that moment too, because seeing Bruce Campbell in another Marvel film since Spider-Man is actually amazing. He even questions Doctor Strange about the cloak, and he thinks he stole the cloak from the Strange Museum, and tries to spray Doctor Strange with mustard, but Doctor Strange puts a spell on Pizza Papa to literally beat himself up, kind of like the Evil Dead films. He did that like Bruce Campbell beats himself in Evil Dead, Ash from Evil Dead. But what was funny is that Doctor Strange puts the spell on Bruce Campbell, Pizza Papa, for about 2 or 3 weeks. Like, really? Really? I mean, you gotta feel bad, but at the same time, it's hard to deny that it's funny. I mean, it's a funny moment, knowing the fact that it's a callback. Like, Bruce Campbell beating himself up is a callback to the Evil Dead films. Like, especially when he squirts himself with mustard on his face and then punches himself in the face. Oh my goodness. I also like how America Chavez asks, like will the spell stop? But Doctor Strange says, in about 3 weeks. Maybe 2. Something like that. I think it was probably 2 weeks, Codo Strange. I mean, I don't really remember exactly. I mean, we'll probably find out in the end credit scene, but they probably won't explain it. That's definitely true. So even America Chavez gets to see her two mothers at one point. It's like, yes, America Chavez has two mothers. I mean, to be fair, that's not important. I want to talk about the Doctor Strange film. Yeah, I'm pretty sure the mainstream media has talked about that already, and it got banned in several countries. Yeah, that's a good point because this film did get banned in a few countries. I'm just surprised that this film made over $900 million. That's a pretty big accomplishment. Am I right? Yeah, 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 yeah. Yeah, that's true. All right. Okay. So anyway, Doctor Strange even meets up with Bordeaux, Baron Mordo, and somehow Baron Mordo knocks out Doctor Strange and of course America Chavez. So yeah, and this is basically still on Earth 838. So basically, Carl Mordo is the Sorcerer Supreme in that universe, and he brings Doctor Strange to the Illuminati. Now, this is probably a little bit of fan service that I actually liked. Now, a lot of people may recognize, and it's a group consisting of Mordo, the Sorcerer Supreme, Peggy Carter, also known as Captain Carter from Marvel's What If, Black Agar, Boltagon, Black Bolt, Maria Rambeau, also known as the Captain Marvel, and of course the smartest man alive, Reed Richards, who's being played by, you guessed it, John Krasinski. And of course, we even get a nice cameo from that's right, Professor Charles Xavier. We even get the X-Men theme in the background a little bit. And I'm pretty sure it's the one from the 90s animated TV show. Am I right, folks?
Yep, I believe so. I believe so.
I'm pretty sure that's true. Yes, that is true. Yeah, that is definitely true. So anyway, the Illuminati and Doctor Strange have a bit of a meeting. They explain that through recklessness use of their universe's Darkhold in an attempt to defeat Thanos, Earth 838 Strange triggered a universe destroying incursion. After defeating Thanos, the Illuminati executed Strange to prevent him from causing more harm, and that was done by Black Bolt. Mordor believes that Earth 616's Strange is similarly dangerous, but somehow the Scarlet Witch reestablishes her dream walk at Mount Wundagore. Mount Wundagore. What the hell is that? I actually don't even know what that even means. So Wanda arrives at the mountain and arrives in her 838 counterpart's body before they can pass judgment. And somehow she possesses that body, the 838 Wanda Maximoff, to the location where of 838 to the Illuminati. She takes down an army of Ultron bots. And by the way, it's not James Spader voicing Ultron. It is a different actor. I'm pretty sure is what's his name? Who plays the Ultron bots now? Hold on, folks. Let me fact check this. It is Ross Marquand. Ross Marquand voices the Ultron bots in this film and reprising his role from What If. And she wipes out those Ultron bots like nothing. And what's all over her is the oil. Oils all over her face and body. Like Wanda Maximoff from 838 being possessed. Basically, she's being exorcised by. She's basically an exorcist right now. Like, well, actually, no, not really exorcist, but you know what I'm saying. She's being possessed, like kind of like the Exorcist. But like Wanda Maximoff, like about to go after America Chavez. She's like hunting her down like a complete psychopath now. Jeez, yeah, she's like a psychopath in this movie. I mean, this is like almost close to an R rating. And R rating. Actually, that is definitely true. Like the Doctor Strange in the Multiverse of Madness is basically an almost. This is like close to being an R rated film in the Marvel Cinematic Universe. I mean, Disney almost had the balls to do that. I mean, this is kind of close to an R-rated film. I mean, even Disney thought they want to stay family friendly. When in reality, they do sneak in a few adult references too. Hey, they did that in some of their past films as well. So anyway, the Illuminati, the members of the Illuminati, Captain Carter, Captain Marvel, Black Bolt, and Reed Richards or Mr. Fantastic try to stop Wanda from going after America Chavez, but somehow, Mr. Fantastic goes from the smartest man alive to the dumbest man alive by trying to reason with Wanda, which is pretty reasonable, saying like Wanda, don't do this. Look, I understand your pain. I have children. Listen, I understand your pain about your children. But Wanda Maximoff takes out Reed Richards in the most savage way possible by going after her, no, not her, his family too. Like saying, like, she asked Reed Richards, is your fan, does your wife have kids or something? And he's like, yes. And then Wanda's like, good. Then there'll be someone left to raise them. I mean, holy crap, that is the most savage response, one of the most savage responses I have ever heard from Wanda. Like, wow, she went after Reed Richards' kids. And is there a rumor that Emily Blunt is playing the Invisible what is it, the Invisible Woman or something, or Sue Storm? I don't know. I mean, I don't know. I don't know if that's ever confirmed or not. But that was savage. But as I mentioned, Reed Richards went from the smartest man alive to the dumbest man alive in a matter of seconds by telling Wanda that Black Bolt could destroy you by one whisper from his mouth. Wanda's like, what mouth? Yes, Black Bolt's mouth gets shut. Oh my goodness, that's probably one of the most brutal deaths I've seen from Black Bolt. Like, his brains gets blown out by his own sonic waves. Reed Richards turns into the elastic spaghetti, blowing his head off. And then Captain Carter gets sliced in half by her own shield from Wanda. And of course, a statue fell on top of Captain Marvel. We even get to see a pretty cool mind control battle from the Scarlet Witch and Charles Xavier, which is actually pretty cool. I also love the zoom-in shots between Charles Xavier and the Scarlet Witch whenever like their mind battle is about to begin. That is actually pretty cool, and it actually makes sense because Charles Xavier does go into people's minds whenever he's reading their thoughts, the people's thoughts, whether it's the humans or the mutants. And Scarlet Witch is, of course, a mutant. An X-Men mutant from the X-Men comics. So yeah, and the battle itself, I mean, it's pretty brief. I mean, Charles Xavier tries to rescue Wanda from underground because she's being not only crushed, but Charles Xavier tells her that she's being possessed by the other Wanda Maximoff from Earth 616. But somehow we get a red fog coming in from behind. And of course, what happens next? Well, Scarlet Witch breaks Charles Xavier's neck by a neck break fatality. And yes, this is almost like a Nightmare on Elm Street type level. Ooh, that has gotta hurt for Charles Xavier. Oh no. What? What's wrong, Codo Young? Look how Disney massacre my boy. Yeah, I gotta have to agree. I mean, it's like Disney just wasted the Illuminati, if you know what I'm saying, right? To be fair, I could definitely understand that. Plus, the fight between Doctor Strange and Mordor was actually pretty cool. I mean, at the very end, I mean, Mordor gets stuck gets stuck down the bottom of the of was it? I'm pretty sure it was a conference room of where the Illuminati was meeting. So yeah, we got that. I mean, pretty cool battle between Doctor Strange and Mortal. So yeah. Okay, so Doctor Strange, Christine Palmer. I can't believe Christine Palmer is still in this film, and America Chavez managed to escape a possessed Wanda Maximoff, and they were able to get a hold of the Book of Enchanti. Unfortunately, Wanda captures America Chavez, and somehow they will later get. What am I trying to think? What am I trying to think? Wanda takes Chavez to her temple or mountain temple, and now Doctor Strange and Christine Palmer go back into 838 universe and what looks to be an incursion destroyed universe, and he meets his evil counterpart. Like, some people believe that his evil counterpart was Strange Supreme, but no, it was just his evil counterpart. I thought that too. To be fair, a lot of people thought about that as well.
Yeah, I didn't even realize that was gonna be a thing after that.
I mean, I thought so too. And the evil Doctor Strange gets a third eye. Like, he gets a third eye for dreamwalking into the body of his deceased counterpart. I mean, Scarlet Witch did that too. So anyway, in this moment, which I consider to be my favorite moment of this film, was when both Doctor Strange do a musical duel, and holy crap, I love this moment when Doctor Strange is using the power of music to fight each other. Like, that is probably a music fan's dream come true. Like, using music as a power, and I loved it. I loved it. I loved it. Loved it. Loved it. Loved it. It was so awesome. Using, I believe it's called Lethal Symphonies, according to the soundtrack. I mean, I could be completely wrong, but it's just different symphonies from Beethoven and Bach combined. Like, they're going at it each other. Like, it's just so good. I freaking loved it. I loved the hell out of that scene. That was awesome. But hey, the Earth 616 Doctor Strange defeats the evil Doctor Strange. Oh, by the way, there was a moment where the evil Doctor Strange thought he was gonna be happy, but no, the evil Doctor Strange was not even happy. So then, we cut to the final battle, where obviously this goes into Evil Dead territory, like the Earth 616 body. The Earth 616 Doctor Strange goes into the body of a deceased of the deceased Defender Strange, and this is basically zombie Doctor Strange. The music from Danny Elfman adds in a huge tension to it, horror tension, I should say, and is magnificent. Plus, some of the souls of the damned trying to stop the dream walk. But Christine Palmer was able to wipe out some of the demons, or the souls of the damned, and Zombie Strange was able to use the souls of the damned to use them as a cloak, a scary cloak. And they were able to go over to the temple to fight off Wanda Maximoff, or the Scarlet Witch. And now, and Zombie Strange was able to capture Wanda. Even Wong was able to trap her too. Like, and I also like the rebuttals too. Like Scarlet Witch calls Zombie Strange "Dreamwalk, you hypocrite," but then the souls of the damned rebuttal by calling Scarlet Witch a murderer. Like, wow, yeah, because didn't Scarlet Witch murder a bunch of people in this film? Like, yeah, oh yeah. So you're calling Doctor Strange a hypocrite, but now the souls of the damned had the balls to say that Scarlet Witch is a murderer. Yeah. Yeah. Yep, that was that. Oh, trust me, that was a crazy rebuttal.
Uh-huh. Yep, that was a crazy one.
Yeah. Oh yeah. So now, the Scarlet Witch almost got Zombie Strange in a corner, about to disintegrate him, about to be disintegrated. But America Chavez was able to throw in a nice punch towards Scarlet Witch's face, opens a portal, and somehow, after a few punches later, the Scarlet Witch sees Billy and Tommy, her sons, and the two were so shocked in fear while crying for their real mother, like their real mother. And somehow, Scarlet Witch knocks out the other mother, but she's trying to tell Billy and Tommy that the Scarlet Witch that is standing there is the real mom. Like, how can they see that? She even says that I'm not a monster. I'm not. Like, really? Really? Because the Scarlet Witch murdered a lot of people in this film, took out the Illuminati, possessed the 838 version of Wanda Maximoff. Like, wow. She even realizes her error. She realizes her errors, and the temple falls on top of her. And I don't think Wanda Maximoff is dead. I don't think she's dead. But anyway, simultaneously, all the copies of the Darkhold throughout the multiverse, and apparently sacrificing herself in the process. I mean, yeah. Somehow, America Chavez returns with Doctor Strange and Palmer to their respective universes. Sometime later, Carmitage is repaired, and the surviving sorcerers, joined by Chavez, continue training. So technically, this is basically part WandaVision and Doctor Strange on the side, instead of being Doctor Strange in the Multiverse of Madness, if you all know what I'm trying to say. But I guess it is what it is. Like I said, I wish we would see Vision in this film. Like, where was Vision? That probably would have helped. He would have helped Wanda out. Like help Wanda come to her senses. Like, where was Vision? Huh? I mean, WandaVision, and yet WandaVision was cut out. Was cut out of this film. I mean, I don't know if there were rumors of Vision appearing in this film, but I'm pretty sure, according to the other sources, that that Doctor Strange was originally going to cameo in WandaVision, but no, Kevin Feige decided to throw that out of the proportion and had to rewrite this entire film. Oh yeah, not to mention that this film, Doctor Strange in the Multiverse of Madness, was rewritten and reshot multiple times. Wow. But anyway, Doctor Strange even develops a third eye as a result of using the Darkhold and dreamwalking into a corpse. A mid-credit scene later, Doctor Strange is approached by a sorceress named Clea, being played by Charlize Theron, who warns him that his actions have triggered an incursion that he must help fix. And of course, I am smelling a third Doctor Strange film. Oh, we even get a post-credit scene where Bruce Campbell, or should I say Pizza Papa, is free of the whole Doctor Strange spell that Doctor Strange put on him, and he laughs and says, "It's over," because not only is the spell over, but also the film is over, which is basically the film. And boy, that was a crazy film to get through. Like I don't know what went down in that production, but I'm gonna say that production was crazier than this film. I mean, you could definitely tell that this film went through hell, not just with the pandemic, but also with the creative differences from the studio and executive meddling. I mean, I love Sam Raimi, and I think he did a very good job with this film. It's probably not the best Marvel Cinematic Universe film, although I will say it is one of the better films from Phase 4. Like it's up there with Shang-Chi and the Legend of the Ten Rings and Spider-Man No Way Home. But in terms of the MCU as a whole, it's 50-50. I mean, but as a Sam Raimi film, I see it as as a very good Sam Raimi film and a nice welcome return for Sam Raimi, who is basic who which basically this is basically his first Marvel film that he has directed since Spider-Man 3, which was back in 2007. So it's actually amazing. It's basically how many years? 12 years? I'm going to or 12 years? No, not 12 years. 15 years. It was about basically 15 years like 15 years after Spider-Man 3 where he jumped back into the superhero genre. And it's actually impressive too. I mean, I guess you could say the visual style for this film is pretty good, and I do like some of the horror elements to it. Although I wish we could have gotten more. And the Illuminati being killed off like 5 minutes, after 5 minutes. I mean, I guess you can argue that it's probably a it was like a wasted opportunity. But at the same time, I feel like this film could have done more. I would have I still would have loved to see more. I still would have loved to see more of the multiverse. But no, but no. The the people at Disney and at Marvel really meddled this film so much. And there was a lot of talent to go in this film. Benedict Cumberbatch and Elizabeth Olsen playing Doctor Strange and the Scarlet Witch did a pretty good job. The actress who plays America Chavez was pretty good too. I mean, hey, I still love Wong. Sam Raimi did a pretty good job too. The visual style, as I mentioned, even the musical score by Danny Elfman is pretty good. But other than that, it is Doctor Strange in the Multiverse of Madness is a flawed film. But but seeing it is a pretty fun ride. Yeah. Oh yeah. I see Doctor Strange in the Multiverse of Madness as a flawed film, but I will say this: it is a fun ride. Yeah, I probably would have said the same thing too.
Well, I'll probably take it as it is.
But wait a minute. What about the multiverse? The multiverse is cracking right now. What are we gonna do? I mean, I thought this review was gonna save. I thought I thought this review was gonna save the entire multiverse. It's still cracking. What's going on? How are we gonna save it? All right. Oh, okay. We gotta do something. All right. Codo Strange. Put up your shields. We gotta stop this multiverse. Stop this multiverse right now. Let's do this. Okay, I'm saying okay. I'm trying to seal it up. What we do? Like, wait. What about Codo Kruger and Codo Corleone? How are they gonna get back in their universes?
Don't worry. Don't worry. Don't worry. Don't worry about us. It's just like in Spider-Man No Way Home. We do disappear like that still there.
Yeah, that's definitely true. I've seen that film. I can't hold it. Doctor Strange, can you hold it? I don't know if I can hold it. Wait a minute. Is this basically another dream I'm doing? You're right. You're right. Kodo, you're dreaming. You gotta wake up. You gotta wake up, Kodo Man.
You gotta wake up, Codo Man.
So wait, all this time, this was another dream. I'm dreaming again? Gotta wake up, man. Wait, I can't. What are you trying to say, Kodo, Doctor Strange? Am I dreaming? Yes, you're dreaming. Wake up. Wait. So this was all a dream. The multiverse cracking, that was all a dream. But did I do this review in my sleep? I must have done this review in my sleep. Like how I did Nightmare on Elm Street. Wow. Hello, Kodo Man. Doctor Strange? Don't tell me this is another dream, am I right? No, you're not dreaming. You are not dreaming. So I'm not dreaming at all. No. But the other one that you did for Nightmare on Elm Street and Doctor Strange and Multiverse of Madness, yeah, you were definitely dreaming. But the review himself, you're reviewing them both in your sleep. So So it was true. I did review both of those films, but in my sleep. So you're saying the multiverse is not cracking? No. No, it's not. It's not cracking at all. Thank good, thank goodness. But wait, what about my other variants, the Codo Kruger and Codo Corleone? They're right next to me.
Hey there, Codo man. Yeah, you probably might remember me from my dreams, but hey, I'm with Codo Corleone and Doctor Strange right here. Yeah, that was some crazy dream. That was some crazy dream. I mean, yeah.
So, what now? So this is the end of the line right here. I believe so. You have yourself a good night's rest, Kodo Man, and continue on with your review, and continue on with your other episodes that you're planning to do. With there are still endless possibilities, Kodo Man.
There sure are. Just to make sure, don't refuse it. Don't let your don't refuse it, okay? Or else I'll come over here and make an offer you can't refuse.
So wait, Colo Coño, weren't you in my? I thought you were my cousin.
Oh, of course. I just usually hang out with Doctor Strange a lot. I mean, he invites me inside his portal once in a while.
Oh, and same with you, Kodo Kruger.
Yeah, I may be in your nightmare, but hey, sometimes with multiverses and magic like this, there are endless possibilities.
Go forth, Kodo Man, or Kodo Strange. Same with you, Doctor Strange. Wow, it's weird. I mean, it's pretty weird. Well, kind of like how Doctor Strange in the Multiverse of Madness was like. I mean, it was crazy behind the scenes. The same could be said with the movie. Well, anyway, with both of my reviews that I did in my dreams, I guess this is it. This is it. This is the end. This marks the end of Codo Cinema Horror Month. Yep, this is it. We made it to the end of the month. Made it to the end of the month. I mean, yeah. So anyway, thank you all for tuning into Codo Cinema. Oh wait, hold on a second. What do you all think of Doctor Strange in the Multiverse of Madness from my dream that I just did? Did you like Doctor Strange in the Multiverse of Madness? Did you thought the film wasn't that good? Did you have different thoughts of it? Please let me know your thoughts in the comments too. But anyway, this marks the end of Codo Cinema Horror Month for the month of October. So we'll be back again next October for more Codo Cinema Horror Month. But as of now, happy Halloween to everyone. And thank you all for tuning into Codo Cinema. I'm your host, Mark Codo, aka Codo Man, or for this review, Codo Strange. Remember to watch movies, stay positive, happy Halloween, and good night. Until next week.